friends, it's Velvet. I am here because I've gotten out some papers to do the signature of this little paper bag journal that I'm working on. I'm still not crazy about what happened here, so I've got to figure something out. I will. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. So I just had a little disaster. I was about to start this, and I was... Oh, this does not want to go. And I was grabbing some stuff from the shelf above my... up and to the right of my desk, my table here. And the whole shelf collapsed, and everything went flying. It's... What I had on that shelf was heavy paper, so shame on me. That's my own fault. And so all of that went all over the place because, of course, it was all open. And then it landed on all the stuff that was on my desk. So all of this here went flying all over the floor. Oops, now this is not going to stay. Oh, darn it. Let me pause for a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Actually, I think it's a little too far over that way. Let's go like this. Okay. Sorry about that. So anyways, yeah, I had a little bit of a disaster. Had to reorganize everything. But actually, you know, I think it's a good thing because all of my pens and pencils are now organized. I was able to organize my brushes that I really like. These are my brushes that I really like to use. And the ones that are just, you know, one-offs or whatever are in with my pens and pencils, and then my other brushes and my bone folders, some of my water brushes, and my palette knives are in there now. So blessing in disguise. I always look at things that way. There's always a silver lining. And now actually it gave me an idea to put my new bookshelf right there, because now that the shelf isn't there, I can put my new bookshelf there and move the cart that's underneath there. I don't know where I'll move that to, but I will find a place. So yeah, always works out. All right, so here is the book that we are decorating, and I will be putting a signature here. I have already started. I have not cut these down, but then I pulled out a few other things. These will need to be cut down as well. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Oh, it's such a disaster. Yeah, it lets me know that I need to clean. All right, so all right, so this page is okay. This page is okay. That page is okay. This one and this one. And that one is... I don't know why this is so tall. This is obviously this is not an 8.5 by 11, so let's cut this down just a little bit. This is probably an A4. Let's just see what happens if we cut it down that much. Oopsie. Oh, that's still too tall, isn't it? Let's go like this. Okay. There we go. All right, so see, like as I mentioned in the last video, I try to make these signatures all writing space because, or mostly all writing space, because they only have the one signature. All right, so that's that. Now we have to cut. Let's just make sure that, yeah, see, that's a little too tall. So let's cut these two. Let's cut them right there. And these can be used for some stamping projects. Yep, that's good. That one's pretty. You've seen me use others from this collection of papers as well. They are from Control Art, so CTRL Art. This one is just a couple of, like, they're made to look like coffee dyed papers. Let's do this here. And we can do this here. And then I've got one more, and this is from a bookkeeping book. Switch it, yeah, okay. I thought it might be two. I could keep this like this, cut it down. I have a plan. We're going to cut a little off the bottom and a little off the top, actually. I like to do this because I sometimes cut crooked and I don't use this. All right, so let's cut that off the bottom and this off the top. We'll measure again. Looks good. Okay. And now here's something that I needed to take into consideration, and that is that wide papers are going to show through here, so I can't use anything wide. So what I've got to do is, for sure, cut this much off. And let's see what happens. Yeah, that's way too wide. So we are going to cut some more. All right, what would happen if I stuck this right in the middle? How far does this stick out? And, oh yes, that's way too much. Ay. We're going to end up cutting off most of the stuff here. That's okay though. Oops. That's okay, because these pieces can be used for clusters and stuff. And now I think that we are okay. A-okay. Where's my middle? There it is. Yep, looks good. So this is my interior, and it's not too fat. It doesn't make a gator mouth, but it does let us decorate the rest of this, which means this is what I'm gonna do real quick. Go like that. I'm gonna put this over here. So what I usually do is do pockets. I usually use vellum, but this is kind of a little bit more special of a journal. I'm just looking here to see if anything that I've made would look good on here. Oh, these look nice, don't they? Isn't that pretty? Of course, it'll be sideways. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to attach this to a page on the inside of the journal. So we've got two there. All right, so, oh, I only had these like this to keep them together and to make sure they're flattened. All right, what shall we use to make the pockets? How about, we want something we can decorate, of course, because otherwise this will be way too plain looking. Or something that's already decorated. What have I got here? What are you? Are you too loud? Maybe. Too brazen. Oh, jeez, that's rude. Let's see. We could use this, and it would match that, wouldn't it? Let's tear this, and then we're going to even it up. Let's go like this. Okay. So we could do a pocket there. In fact, let me fold this in half and just see what the width is. See, that's a perfect size right there. So that's what we could do. Okay. So that could be pocket number 1. And then what I would typically do is this gets glued on first, and then this kind of overlaps this. I sure do wish I could sew that, but I really can't because of the way this bag is. It's, well, could I? My sewing machine, that piece can come off of it. So that this could go under. So I'd be sewing like this because the arm goes out this way. But then when I go to turn it, I'm just gonna, yep, I'm just gonna glue these. Yes, I am. All right, but first things first, I should probably round the edges. So let's do that. You know, see if we can round these edges. Because this is really old. 30s maybe. Okay, that worked. Oh. Oh, was I using the wrong one here? Maybe. Let's see. Take that edge off. There we go. We got it. All right, so that's the top. Go like this. No, I want to go like this. And then, see, I don't like that that's got that big space and that doesn't. So let me see. I've got, you know, tons and tons more music pages that I can use. Let's see, how wide is this? It's 9-ish, so let's go to 4.5. Actually, let's do this. Let's take the edge right off of there. And then, I mean, we want a little bit showing, of course, but we don't need all of that showing, do we? All right, so those first two were just our test ones. There. I don't mind if the bottom has that. Oh, I didn't trim it in half. Oh, let's see how long it is. Let's go with 8. I'm going to trim it some more. And that's so that we have 4-inch wide pockets. Okay. And then we may be able to adjust those too. So it would look a little bit like this. And then this would overlap. Now I need to distress this. I'm going to use white ink. Oh, let's cut these. Let's round these corners. So there's that one. We're going to round all 4 on this one. Because this pocket, you'll see the whole thing. Good enough. And then we will ink the edges. And we can glue them on and decorate. I still have to do the front, of course. I sure do like the way it looks, just the way it is, though. tell how thin this paper is, but I think a lot of music books, old music books, were like that. Oops, what did I say? We've got to do all 4, and I didn't. There we go. Yeah, this is the side I wanted to use. All right, that looks pretty good. So that's going to be... Oh, no, this is the top. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? But that's okay, it looks good. I think it looks good. Okay. Oh, that's going to look pretty, isn't it? All right, so here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use this. Although usually, I'll tell you what, I usually use my double-sided tape on this project. Here's one. I don't think I've used this one yet. There's the edge. Let me just see something. Oh, okay. Well, yep, it is definitely clear. Okay. And it doesn't like to be ripped. I can rip the other one that I have. This might be a little bit stronger. Oops. Let's do this. So, no mistakes. Yeah, it was this side, and then I think it was this side, right? Although that looks really good, doesn't it? I'm going to have to... Let's ink these edges, this side. Oh, the other thing is I need to put that notch in them. I always forget to do that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, little notch maker. Let's see, where are you? Oh, that's a good one. Yep, clearly this is the one that I use. Oh, I usually do these at the same time so that they line up. Just make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, that works. Let's just ink that up. It's not perfect, but I kind of like it. Now, this is the way we had it. Is that right? It looks it because those are the inked up sides. Yes. Okay. So I always start with the top one. It just makes it easier. Let's do that. Makes it easier to do. What was I trying to say? Oh, it makes it easier so you're not trying to go over top with the other one or tuck it down in or something. So, all right. Hi, Odin. Hi, what's going on? Hi, Odin. Hi, baby. Is Daddy ignoring you upstairs? Poor puppy. Oh my gosh, he's such a cute puppy. We were having such issues with him. We went to the vet. Took him to the vet actually to get a kennel cough inhale, because we were going to board them for a day, 2 days, not overnight though. We're going to do the all day thing because we're having our new tile put in a few weeks in our living room, and if we leave them home, they're gonna, I mean, we could put them downstairs here and Brian would be here to watch them, but they would be barking the whole day. So we decided we would board them for the day. There's a place near my work that I can drop them off. And I could pop in at lunchtime and see how they're doing it. But I don't think that's the best idea. I think that, you know, once you drop them off, they want you to just let them be and enjoy themselves. So that's probably what'll happen. But I like that I'd be right, like literally a 2-minute walk from my work. All right, so I think just as a backup, I'll do like the corner here. Maybe just a little strip here. You know, just in case it starts to pull. I just never know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's go right here with this one. That looks pretty even, right? There we go. All right, good, good. Now we can do this one. Yes, this is how I do double-sided tape. I don't trust my measuring, and I don't trust cutting it and then trying to apply it, because A, it won't be even, and B, I'll have it stuck to my fingers and I will ruin it. I may or may not know this from experience. Okay, and then this side. I hope you're following along, or you're watching this in the hopes of getting some ideas for your own project. I don't want to just talk at you, you know? There's the corners. Just a little tiny kind of thin line between where I put the tape and the edge there. And now just line it up. You're going to overlap. That looks good, doesn't it? Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I love it, love it. So this, I guess, is my shabby chic journal, because that's kind of how it turned out. I don't know what I'm going to do on the front yet. I got to give it some thought. Lots of room in here for stuff. I do need a closure. I think that might be Velcro. I do. All right, now on this side, of course, we've got this little tuck to put some little papers in if we want to. We can do the same thing. It doesn't show through, but what we could do is cut it down to 4, just like the other one, and then it will line up again too. So let's do that. Why not? There's nothing saying we can't decorate them differently. All right, so this is going to be 4. Let's take that right off of this side. Okay. All right, so I think we have decided this with this. 4. Okay, that works. Good, good. And then are these the same height? They are. So we're good on that. Oh, let's put our notch in. Let's just make sure this is the way we want it. All right, let's actually round the corners first. I'm going to round these only because you may be able to see them underneath there. I don't think you will, but just to be on the safe side, I guess. All right, so that can be the top. I hope I'm in frame for all of this. You know, there have absolutely been times when I have been out of frame for portions, if not most, of the videos, and that's not cool. All right, now see that the way this is cut, I'm kind of thinking, well, let me just kind of go like that. All right, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so it's going to look like this. And then we put our notch in. Whoopsie. Oh, I cut some thick stuff with this, huh? Let's get that out of there. All right, let's just check again. Okay. It's just not quite. There we go. All right. Looks good. And now let's oh, we've got to ink this. Let's do the inking. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I would love to learn more about you. You know, if this is your hobby, or you know, do you like making journals, or do you like doing ephemera? Are you a scrapbooker? Do you also make cards? That sort of thing. I'd love to hear more about it. Where do you shop mostly? What's your style? You know, do you like grungy, or do you like neat? Do you like coffee dyed papers? Do you like just, you know, maybe florals? Well, leave me a comment. I would love that. Okay. Now, let's get our tape on here. You put your tape on this way, you run the risk of getting it on other things that are on your desk. If you're anything like me, because you don't move things before you do other things. You also run the risk of going too long. That's just a hair, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So, if you're not like me and you do this, you already know to move all your stuff out of the way. Okay. And there's number one. Get these off there. Now this comes up nicely. I like that. My other one that's, who makes that? I feel like it's 3M or something. No, it's, who are you? You are, why are you stuck in between everything? Sukwang? It seems to be the name on all of the double-sided tape that I've ever bought. So just go like that. Okay. Now I want to try and line it up with this for no particular reason, quite frankly, honestly, because you're not going to see them at the same time. All right. And I like that it lines right up with that too. I mean, I think when I did the lace, that's kind of what I had hoped for. That's what I was going for, so that the lace would look layered from the front. Okay. Now, all these little pieces that you're seeing all over my desk, I will use the vast majority of those, especially because this is legit vintage papers. So I will stamp on them and put them into clusters and stuff. Oh, I didn't put the extra glue on, did I? Darn it. Well, hopefully it stays. I'm going to put it on this one just to be on the safe side. Again. Oops, that's not done all the way. A lot of people burnish their double-sided tape in. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the project. There we go. And now we just line this up. There. Looks about right. Oh, it looks pretty, doesn't it? You can put tags in there, you can put paper in there, you can leave it for the person to fill up, the person who gets this. So yeah, that is what we've got. And now let's just see how this looks. Oh, something looks too long. Yeah, it's this, so I'll have to cut that, but you'll have the idea. That's what it's going to look like. Oh, she's so pretty. I don't know if I want to do something about that seam there. I feel like if I do, it'll just draw attention to it. I also kind of don't care. If it were me, I wouldn't care, but I don't know. Anyways, there we have it. So I will bring you back for the sewing part of it, and the decorating the inside and the signature and the outside. I just need to get some stuff done. It is 20 after 4. I did not eat today, so I need to do that and maybe tend to our boys. So thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you for hitting like and subscribing and leaving me comments. I do appreciate it. And also to those of you who have bought some of my journals, I know for a fact I saw one of your names on one of my last uploads, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so that's it. Have a good day. Bye.